Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here. We're back again for another said Let's Play on Metroid Prime 1 using a Wiimote here on Metroid Prime Trilogy. And if you did miss out during the last video, well, we just went and battled out with a said boss by the name of Thardus and picked up with a new upgrade for Samus known as the Spider Ball, which there is going to be some areas that we will be able to go and return back into with and use the said type of Spider Ball function to at least hopefully get some brand new said expansion upgrades for some of our different said like missiles. Maybe we'll come across with any other type of things later on down the road. I know that we're still currently missing out on the power bomb, so we can't really go and pick up with any type of power bomb upgrades at this moment right now, but hopefully at least at some point soon. But here for this said video right now, we are going to do a little bit of some detouring for the time being, since we now do have with the Spider Ball, but there is some other things that we also do have as well, since I didn't really go out of my way to go and use the said type of other upgrades that we went and used from before to do some other said detouring. So right now we're going to go and pick up with not one but two said type of Chozo Artifacts here in this particular video. And I know that originally before in a couple episodes during throughout our way here in Metroid Prime, I did say that I was going to at least somewhat hold off on these type of Chozo Artifacts as like somewhat of like a before finale type of video. But you know what? I know that there may be some times where we have to come across into some of the different previous areas that we walked on into with, and there could be that one type of potential type of secret that we haven't really went and done so yet with having any of our type of new set equipment, and I wouldn't mind actually going and try to pick up with those said type of Chozo Artifacts while we go and head into some of those previous areas. So currently right now we're all the way back over here, I want to say somewhere in between Magmore Caverns and the Chozo Ruins place, I want to say. And currently right now we're just trying to go and look for some of these different type of red scans. And around over here, you guys may probably remember that there was a said type of area that had a Spider Ball part here, and we couldn't really go and do too much about with it. But now, since we actually do have the Spider Ball here, we will be able to now go and hopefully try to open up with this said type of door up there, and then we can be able to at least somewhat get into a little bit of some more of the Spider Ball functionality in this way. Now, while you are going to be using the said type of Spider Ball, we will be interacting with a new type of said enemy that will be here, and that is going to be known as the Chozo Ghost. Now, there will be some times that we will be seeing some of these said type of Chozo Ghosts here and there, and we will have to interact with them and battle them. They are a little bit annoying in a way because they do kind of like to run away and then to kind of try to attack you from behind and whatnot. And there is going to be a said particular part that will be here. We will be returning back to Flagera, I want to say the boss that we originally went and fought with. Well, if you're going to be out of your way to pick it up with the said type of Chozo Artifact, you will have to fight not one, but I think 3 of the said type of Chozo Ghosts that will actually be located within that area. So here we go. Let's use our Spider Ball functionality and be a little bit careful on this one, because you will kind of have to do a little bit of some timing on some of these different said spider blocks that we do have, and they will actually blow up. So you will kind of have like about like maybe one attempt or so, and just try to at least somewhat align it perfectly. If you do get yourself hit by any of these type of enemies, you will go and fall all the way back, and you will have to kind of restart the process all over again. Alright, but yeah, so there's one of those said type of Chozo Ghosts that just went and kind of flew off away. Now, you guys may probably remember, there was a said part here, I think one time, where we did come back, and there was a whole bunch of like vines and other things that were kind of blocking throughout the said door. Well, once we do have the said type of Spider Ball, we can actually return back all the way over here to this place, and this door will actually be opened up, but there will be some of these type of weird glowing type of orbs that will be floating around within here. So we are going to have to basically make sure to kind of lock these guys on, get ourselves a nice good scan, and make sure that these guys are going to be added into our type of enemy decks out here for the time being. Now, these guys can get really annoying, so just kind of use your charge beam or something. I'm pretty certain I don't think missiles will actually work. It seems like every time that you try to use a missile, they'll kind of like dash away as like fast as possible. But once you're all said and done with those Chozo Ghosts, the other said door will now go and open up for you. And now you will be able to go and check back over here at Flagera's plant all the time throughout this said area without ever having to have any of those vines basically blocking in your way. So there we go. So very nice. A Chozo artifact is here for us. Now there could be another Chozo artifact that we can go and pick up, but we don't have the gravity suit at this point. So we can't really go and do any type of normal type of regular jumping through the underwater portion parts of the game. So we will have to come back to that later. But there is a particular part that you can kind of like somewhat do some moving around within there, but I'm going to hold that off till later. But here it is. Here's another type of missile expansion. You guys may probably remember there was that type of said water type of steam machine that was there. We were able to go and get that upgrade. Now, you guys may probably remember this area, and this is around during the time that we kind of had to go through all those type of like morph ball machine things to go and kind of lower down the water in a particular way here. Well, just before this, there is a said missile expansion that you could go and do once you go and pick up with the said morph ball. Now, technically, we could have went and done this a little bit of a while back, but I decided not to. So, let's just go and head all the way over to here again. And, yeah, so this was the door, I think, just during the time that we got that energy tank a little bit after those type of set morph bomb machines that we had to go through. Well, now we have to go through the top portion part here of this area. And, now this is where you are going to have to go and use the said boost ball and spider ball here for this one. And, this is how we're going to kind of have to kind of time everything out here perfectly. It could get a little bit tricky, so just kind of watch yourself here. And there we go, and I'm pretty certain that we have just made it through that way now, and let's go with battle with some other enemies. Seems like there's a lot of doors here in this particular part that uses the said ice beam, so technically we can't really go and do anything else too much here in this area, but just kind of follow through the doors that do have anything wave beam or normal regular doors for the time being, and or even through any of the type of morph ball tunnels that we will have to go through, because it seems like we're going to use a lot of morph ball tunnels for this way just to go and do some stuff. Now, there will be one type of area of a door that will actually lead us into getting a lot of replenish missiles, and I don't think we ever really went and seen a replenish of a missile machine before, so we will have to go and put a scan on that at some point. And here throughout this area, the new type of part that's going to be around here within this type of Chozo Ruins place is that there's a lot of like Chozo lore, so keep your eyes peeled out for any type of red scans, because there is a whole lot of these guys around over here. So there's not just only just one, but there's even like 3 of them all in one type of place. Alright, so now what we're going to have to do is actually use our said handy dandy morph ball and actually get on into with using the boost type of part here for this one. Now, there looks like there could be some extra type of things here within this area, which I don't know if we could go and do too much about right now. But there is one type of part that I will go and show you guys, and you can go and use your said super missile for to go and destroy it out. And by the way, if you are curious about how to use the super missile, you do have to use your regular normal beam. You can't go and use your wave beam or anything like that. And unfortunately, that kind of puts a downer on things, which that kind of sucks. But yeah, you kind of have to use your regular normal attacking beam to get the super missiles to work. Oh, and there's a missile upgrade expansion, so I think that's what we're going to have to go and do around with it here for this one, but I don't really know in particular how we're going to be able to get the rest of the other different spider ball type of things to go and open up here, so we're going to have to worry about that for another time. But for right now, it looks like we got ourselves with a missile door, so we are going to have to blow our way through here, and I think we're just supposed to be getting ourselves a little bit more closer to be finishing off with this video for a time. Yeah, there's a lot of more of those scarabs out here. So let's just go and keep on moving ahead. Alright, so I believe there should be one of these type of said Chozo statues here. And yes, and there's going to be our first actual time of meeting up with a said type of Chozo Ghost. So those are just only just one of those guys, and I guess that's like somewhat of like a tutorial. I know that we've already kind of went and already seen the Chozo Ghost all the way back over at the Flagera boss area. Now, once you go and activate this guy here, the Chozo statue, he will actually throw you across and actually send us up into this type of spider ball area. And once you go and activate this, I want to say 3 different said type of, I guess, like type of area circle parts here is where you're gonna actually have to go and use some of your different other said weapon upgrades that we have. So we will have to go and use the wave beam for one. That will be one of the first of many that we will be doing. We don't have the ice beam, so we can't really go and move around within there. And I'm pretty certain that the red one I think could actually be super missiles, but I could be wrong on that one there. But or it could be power bombs too. I don't know exactly what the red one is, but I know that the ice is the ice beam one for that, and we can't really go and do anything for it right now. So as you guys go and look, there is a set type of protective shield, but we will be able to head on into there. But first, we will have to kind of jump up into this part, activate this, and we are going to have to kind of move some things around here. So now we got this type of different pathway here that the Chozo statue is actually going to have to go and throw us around with. And let's just kind of make sure that we go and put ourselves right back on into this spot here. Just kind of time yourself out here perfectly. It will kind of take a little bit. I know that doing this here on the Wii is actually somewhat annoying because you kind of have to somewhat adjust it properly. I know that in the GameCube version it's actually somewhat a little bit nicer, and you don't really have to try to worry about having to use the actual said flick of the Wiimote there, but there we go. And just like that, we have made it up into this part, and I don't think we really want to go a fall off because we will have to restart that all over again. But just keep on heading all the way over here and just hug the type of wall for the time being. And don't forget, there is a set type of red scan right here, and that will actually turn off the actual shield of this area. So now you actually can go and walk in and out between both of those two parts now without having to go and use that annoying subsegment anymore. And here we go, and this is the final part for this episode, and what we're going to have to go and do here is we are going to have to dive ourselves all the way down into this type of little pool here, and we should be able to go and use our morph bomb and actually drain up all the water, and this whole area is going to become like somewhat of like a half pipe area, and what we're going to have to do is reach all the way up into the second ledge here. You guys may probably remember these type of enemies the last time when we went and first spotted these guys out all the way back in the area of the different type of machines that we had to go and morph bomb for. Well, these type of guys, they're actually going to be somewhat helpful in a way. And there's only one type of enemy that will actually be somewhat helpful. And that is going to be all the way up here. So just make sure to go eat him up. And then just like that, you can go and head up into the second ledge. And there's not one but two said missile delvers. But we're going to see you guys then. And of course, peace.